Hey, this is Daniel Norton. I'm here in my studio in New York City with Erica.
Hi.
And we're making some fun kind of, we said like pop star kind of, we do that a lot. But Erica's my pop star. Yeah, exactly. We dance and stuff. That's another video though. So I wanted to play around with color, and also I was digging through my studio and I found this weird piece of plastic that's got to be here for like 10 years that I've never used for anything. So I think, hey, why not use it today? So what I'm doing is I'm creating like a color splash in the background, and we've done this before, using cookies and stuff like that. But in this case, because this plastic is like kind of translucent, but it's got some ribs in it, it's kind of unusual. I thought I could hit it with some color and see what happens. So on that note, I've got two lights back here. I have my Profoto B2. This one has a blue gel in it. And also a B1X up here with a red gel, and the red gelled light has a grid on it. And the reason why I want that is because I don't want the lights to completely spill together, then I'll just get a mix, right? I want to kind of have different shades of color, so it's creating a pattern for us. And then just kind of finish it off, I've got my 1x1.3 Profoto Softbox here. This one is really small, and the reason why I'm using such a small box is because I want to keep the light off the background as much as possible. So let's get set up here. I'm in Capture One as usual. And as always, I've set my camera so that, in this case, most of, not all of, the available light's not affecting us. I'll take a shot so you guys can see. It's a little bit of light coming in here. Actually, I need you to step this way. There we go. A little more. Good. Good. There we go. And you can see, I mean, if you really look closely, we can see that she's got like a little bit of silhouette here, but that's not going to do much. So I'm fine with that. She's not going to be moving around. So let's get some light going on. So first, I'll show you the background. So I basically got them in two different groups. So the red light is in my C group. So I'm going to actually turn off everything else so you guys can see. So this is just the red light. Right? And we can see it creates this burst of red behind it, kind of orange and red mix, right? And then my B light, which is the blue one, B for blue, C for red apparently. Here we go. That's creating like a blue blast back there. So then when we put them together, we've got, now I'm not using TTL here because, there is no right exposure, right? It was more of me just kind of playing with it and creating a depth and effect. So I wanted a hot spot or multiple hot spots to give some depth to it, and then from the fade off. So we've got that pattern here. And then again, just on her, I just have a very simple, relatively soft light in the front, giving us exposure on her face. And we get that. So I am using my 85, and the reason for that is I'm backing up a bit to give me more compression, because the background is so narrow, right? And you can just play around here. If you're going to do this, depending on the, there we go. Depending on the size of your background, you could use even a longer lens too if you wanted to get more of her in the shot. This is the longest lens I have with me, so kind of playful, very kind of like, this is my cover for my EP. Did they do EPs in the 90s? I think so. Was that a thing? It was mixtapes. It's my mixtape. Because they still use the word mixtape, and I don't think I've seen a tape in like, I don't know, a long time. Erica may have never seen a tape. I think I might be jumping the lights a little bit. I am, but they're good. Luckily, I'm just jumping the background lights, so all that does is just make the color more saturated. As long as my key light is firing every time, we get all the good expressions from Erica. Nice and pretty, simple. And this actually came upon because we were actually going to do a different shot, and I saw this red shirt and this red glasses, and I was like, we got to jump with color, right? So we just kind of were playing around. So sometimes, inspiration comes to you like that. I don't know what that was. Did you hear that beep, or was it just inside my head? Good, a couple more. Good. Nice, just like that. Nice and simple. Good. Oh, and just because I didn't do it, guys, just so you can see, let me just show you just the key light. I'll get rid of the color. So you'll see that there's a little bit of it on the background, making it kind of a dark gray. But for the most part, it's just lighting her up. So that's also kind of nice if you just wanted to have a non-color light. That's just a gray background. That's easy. We do that all the time. So a couple more for color because that's where we are. This is it. This is the one. It's going to be your big hit single. Good. Nice. Beautiful. All right, guys. Play around. So I think this is a good example. I think I've talked about this before in videos where sometimes, especially if you're working with models and they come bring stuff and you're shooting for their portfolio or their headshots, you know, when they show up, what you had in mind might actually change because of what they've got, right? Because certain things will look good certain ways. And I thought this red, which is kind of a plain background, would be fine, but this gives it a little bit more something special to it. So, you know, play around with color, play around with textures and light patterns, and you'll get all kinds of cool results. So be sure to follow Erica. I'll put her description in the description. She's like, what, 5'6"? No, we'll put her, her information in the description. Be sure to follow me, Daniel Norton Photographer. Be sure to follow Adorama TV, of course. And I'll see you next time on set.